Good morning, folks. I'm just taking a walk down memory lane once again as regards Stranmillis College, where I spent 4 years, happy years in halls of residence, and met up with a lot of the rugby boys. And here I've come across a wee piece of memorabilia as regards Kings Scholars Rugby Club and their 1975 tour to Canada. Come on, and we'll have a wee look inside and see if we can recognise or remember any of the names. And here we have young Glenn Aiken. I shared a flat with Glenn for I think 1 year, and beside him is Willie Anderson. Willie and I were in a flat for 1 year as well. Willie came from Dungannon, and Willie did well. Played for Ireland, played for Ulster, played for British Lions. Some character and a gentleman. Big Frank Andrews. He was in Culmore South or somewhere, so I didn't see an awful lot of Frank, but he was about the place. Kevin Balmer, I don't think he was ever in halls, I just don't remember. Here we have Brian Campbell. He was in my flat, and Brian was a man that you didn't mess with. He was known as Magic. Yes, Brian was known as Magic, and I think he taught PE over at Lisnagarvey. And going on down, we have Derrick Campbell. Now, I haven't got a proper photograph of Derrick. I don't know how that has happened. Well, after nearly 40 years, the brochure's got a wee bit destroyed. So Brian was in my flat too. Brian, I think, became a head teacher at was it Carrickfergus and was quite ill. Don't know if he got through that. He was very much into hill walking and hill climbing when I last met him up at Castlewellan, maybe 25 years ago. This was Stephen Johnson. Didn't know Stephen at all. Brian Hanna. I always remember or always forget Brian's name. Knocked about with John Curry. Good lad. Didn't know Stephen Graham at all. Michael Dixon. A bit of a ladies' man was Michael. And then we have Alan Morrison. Didn't know him at all. Don't think he was in halls. And then we had William Nelson. Yes, he was knocking about the place, but didn't know him. We have Robin Sproul. Didn't know Robin. He wasn't in our halls. And then we have the Bowl, Neil Vance. Yes, well, I know Neil very well. Neil married later on in life and has a young fella, I think it is. He married Jackie Kerrigan out of Newtonbreda High, and Neil and I were both in Newtonbreda High for many, many years. Good guy, Neil Vance. Stephen Cherry, didn't know him at all. And then the tour manager was I didn't know him, R.A. Jones. And then we had the deputy tour manager, who was Dr. McCulloch. Yes, around in the medical centre there. We have got Colin Knowles, likeable character. Didn't really know him. And then we had Ray Bruce, He was fast on the field. Down below Ray we have got Ronnie McBride. Didn't know Ronnie. And then we have got Barney McGonigal, taught in Friends School in Lisburn, PE. Good guy, and I actually played him at a school cup level whenever he was at Portadown College. I remember him well. He was in a flat with me as well. And then we had got Ed McCann. There's old Ed. Ed was a lecturer in psychology and took a huge interest in the King's Scholars and the Rugby boys. A good guy, went to Canada, don't know where he is or anything more about him. Then we have got Jimmy Davison. All the boys talked about Jimmy Davison, a bit of a good coach, you know. Ernie Long, yes, didn't know Ernie at all. John Curry. What could I not say about John Curry? Shared a flat with John, very popular guy, and very popular with the ladies as well. But last but not least, we have got this man here, and it's Ronnie Hazard. Ronnie and I shared a flat maybe for 2 or 3 years. Ronnie was something else. You didn't mess with Ronnie whenever he was a bit grumpy. But he was in my year, and we went to many lectures together, and he used to try and wind me up, which was quite funny. Good guy, went on actually to great things. My goodness, he went through some number of schools and finally ended up at Ballymena Academy. Top man. Excellent. Old faces. And there's a picture of Ronnie in 2004 as he became a head teacher of Ballymena Academy. I just thought I'd throw that one in. Now, whenever I was doing my videos about characters around Stranmillis College halls of residence, I didn't have a photograph of this guy here. This guy is Billy Tate, the late great Billy Tate. And I've included him in this rugby section because Billy was quite a heavily built character. He couldn't play rugby because he was quite heavy, but he was a fanatical supporter, and he was almost the mascot, the adopted mascot of King's Scholars Rugby Club at Stranmillis, and he was a character, a likeable rogue. And I'm very sorry to hear that he died some years ago. He was some operator. He did well in later life. So here's his resume there. He taught down at Aucknacloy, he taught in Armagh Secondary, Hollywood High. He went through the University of Hull. He was principal of Beaver Primary in Belfast, and he was just a unbelievable character. Just another photograph of Billy Tate in later life. Billy did so well. He was very much into the peace process. He was very much into sharing with all sectors of our community, and he just was a jolly guy and friendly and sociable. And I'll just read you this at the top of the page that it says, a member of the highly esteemed Portadown family who has died after short illness, was so highly respected in cross-community aspect of life that Irish President Mary McAleese paid him a glowing tribute, and saying that he enriched so many lives, and he was a pioneer and in this field of mutual understanding and getting on with our neighbours and such like. Billy Tate, Wow. And I trained alongside Billy. Now, he was a year younger than me, yes, but one of the Stranmillis alumni, unlike me. Rest in peace, Billy.